Welcome to the State of the City Luncheon presented by the Commercial Real Estate Network of the Capital Area Realtors. I'm Steve Myers. I'm president of Myers Commercial Real Estate, and I'm chairman of the Commercial Real Estate Network for 2018. The Commercial Real Estate Network is proud to sponsor this event for the 12th consecutive year. For those of you who may not be familiar with the Commercial Real Estate Network, let me share a little bit about what CREN does and what we do for the industry and for the city of Springfield and our surrounding areas. CREN caters exclusively to the needs of realtors who are engaged in the practice of commercial real estate brokerage and leasing throughout the capital area. We have a 5 contiguous county area that we operate. The mission of CREN is to promote the cooperative transaction of commercial real estate business through professional conduct, education, information, networking, and open exchange of timely, accurate property information for you and your businesses. I would like to acknowledge that several of our members are seated here in the front today. And we'd like to take a moment to thank our premier sponsor this year, who is Comcast, as well as our partner sponsors, Hanson Professional Services, Hickory Point Bank, Memorial Health System, and Arthur J. Gallagher and Company, and to all of our table sponsors that are listed in the program. We would also like to recognize many of our partners who are elected officials who were able to join us today. Please hold your applause until all the names are called. Those in attendance include Mayor Jim Langfelder, Misty Busher, our City of Springfield Treasurer, Alderman Kristen DeCenso, Ralph Hanauer, Andrew Proctor, Chuck Redpath, and Herman Senor. From the Sangamon County group, we have Don Gray, who is our Sangamon County Clerk, Josh Langfelder, who is our Sangamon County Recorder, John Millheiser, our State's Attorney, Todd Smith from the Sangamon County Board, Andy Van Meter, our Sangamon County Board Chair, Chris Warwick joins us from the City of Auburn, where he is City Treasurer, Mike Lopez, our Mayor of Jerome, Tom Rader, Mayor of Riverton, Mayor Trevor Clatfelter from the Village of Sherman, Hal Smith representing Congressman Darren LaHood, Jennifer Gill, our Superintendent of District 186, Jeff Fulgenzi from the Lincoln Land Community College Board of Trustees, as well as Gordon Gates and Dennis Shackelford. So let's give them a hand. We sincerely apologize if you are an elected official and we didn't get you, but we know who you are. So thanks for joining us. Now please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to now introduce Pastor Dave Johnson from the Hope Church, who will provide today's invocation. Pastor Johnson.
Would you pray with me, please? Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your generous provision to our city and to your faithfulness to our leaders. Your holy scriptures tell us, Lord, that there is no governing authority that exists that you have not established. And Father, you ask us to pray for them as well. And so God, today we ask your spirit of wisdom, charity, and justice to dwell within our mayor, our aldermen, and all of our city leaders. We thank you for those who protect us, for those who invest their time and their resources in our good city. May you continue to bless them. And we ask you, God, to work among all of us to eliminate poverty, prejudice, and oppression so that peace may prevail with righteousness and true justice. Today, Father, as we hear about the victories and the challenges of our community, please hear us, Father, as we say that our hope remains in you. We ask you to bless this food, Father, that we will receive those who have prepared it, those who will serve it to us. God, accept our thanks for your generosity there. Father, I pray this in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen. Please enjoy your meal.
At your Chamber of Commerce, we will continue to focus on 4 strategic priorities, and those are listed at the back of your program. But one of the priorities I want to talk about today is increased advocacy efforts for our members, to be the leading voice of and for the business community. Those efforts include tracking local, state, and federal legislation, informing our members of those issues that are important to their business and the community, and if necessary, how to take effective action on any of those issues. We also have a new section on our website related to advocacy, and on that section you can find updates to what we have been doing yet this year. You can also find how to contact the elected officials that serve our area, as well as the 2018 policy agenda that our board of directors adopted at the beginning of the year. And that shows the stance that they take on several issues and helps our members understand how we will advocate on their behalf. So I encourage you to visit that section. It's the advocacy link on our homepage at gscc.org. So once again, I thank the mayor for addressing our membership today, and I'm going to turn it over to Steve Myers.
Thank you, Lisa. It's a pleasure to be here today representing the Commercial Real Estate Network. Our CREN members are experts in their field. They've navigated the transaction process many times when buying, selling, leasing, or developing commercial property, and they know all the challenges and pitfalls that can occur. Normally, business professionals do that infrequently. We do it every day. So when you need help with office space, retail space, warehouse space, any kind of space, except residential. We have great residential realtors too. Contact one of the CREN members. Our website for your information is www.cseebuildingsplural.com. It's now my pleasure to introduce our speaker. A lifelong resident of Springfield, Jim Langfelder took office as our mayor in May of 2015. Since becoming mayor, he has extended Springfield's downtown TIF for the second time in the history of the city of Springfield. For those of you that know about TIFs, that's never happened. The city of Springfield got it done twice, and that's the key to this, because those dollars are what makes us move forward. The TIF extension has bolstered new developments like the Chamber's Spur Church project that you'll hear more about in the future, that's underway today as you drive back to your offices run by 5th and Capitol. You'll see the work there. You'll also see the work across the street. The Jackson Street corridor, which includes the Illinois Realtors Bicentennial Plaza, is another piece of the puzzle to help celebrate the Illinois Bicentennial. That transformation and the funding that is provided by that TIF extension will also support many future downtown projects. Another first for the Langfelder administration is its partnership with IDOT for the high-speed railroad consolidation, which led to obtaining a second Tiger grant. The key to this is getting these Tiger grants so that the work can continue. And I know we're working Ash, we're gonna work Laurel, and this is gonna happen. Satch Pecori has some buttons. If you didn't get one, he'll probably, I know Jim Mall is modeling it right now, and what I told everybody when I passed them out was, says 2025. We're all ready, right? And if on New Year's Eve, 2025, for some reason it's not done, we may ask Satch to buy us lunch. But the key is, this is the next step, the 100-year vision of turning 3rd Street into a hike and bike trail so that you can get on your bicycle in downtown Chatham. You can ride to the farmer's market at 3rd and Adams. That's the kind of transformational things that are occurring in our community. Mayor Langfelder has also targeted local job improvement and implemented a 50% local labor initiative for city construction contracts with the goal of bettering our community. When people work in our community, they buy things in our community, and that's what keeps our businesses humming along. Mayor Langfelder serves on the Illinois Municipal League Board and advocates for issues impacting Springfield and other municipalities at the State House. Prior to becoming mayor, he served as city treasurer from 2003 to 2015, and he previously worked in the banking industry for 14 years and specialized in product and business development. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Illinois Springfield and an associate degree from Lincoln Land Community College. The most important person is Billy, for 29 years, right? And they have 3 kids that make our community better. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Jim Langfelder.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. And thank you to the Greater Springfield Chamber of Commerce, today's sponsors, including Commercial Real Estate Network and Comcast, and all of you in attendance for taking an interest in our chamber, our community, and our great city of Springfield and our economy. Earlier this week marked the 3rd anniversary of the City Council, which had 6 new members, with another new member added last year, a new city clerk, treasurer, and mayor. At this time, I ask that all City Council members please stand and be recognized. I just want to make sure we had a quorum. I'd also ask that the city directors, police chiefs here, I'm not sure about the fire chief, and employees please stand and be recognized. Right here? All the fire chiefs here. After today's lunch, please take the pamphlet on your table, review it, and share it with others. The pamphlet is just a sampling of achievements that would not be possible without the support and collective efforts of the City Council, city employees, and the public. We are here to serve you. If you have any ideas for improving our city and services, please let us know personally or through our website at springfield.il.us. Being mayor is truly a 24/7 job with no overtime pay. I do it for the love of the job and the opportunity to serve and improve our community. I would not be able to serve our great city of Springfield without the love and support of my family. I'd like to recognize my wife, Billy, and publicly thank her for her sacrifices that she has made so I can serve our city. I love you. I'd also like to recognize my eldest son, Justin, who is here. He's with Carrollton Bank. So far, he is following in his father's footsteps, and he understands the value of hard work and quality customer service. Prior to being elected mayor, and as your mayor, I continually say and believe in my heart, Springfield's greatest asset is our people. The greatest progress made in Springfield and in our surrounding communities is when we work together for mutual benefit. Rochester and Springfield saw the value of moving forward through a mutually beneficial long-term water agreement. Pawnee, Sangamon County, and Springfield truly understand that growth and future job opportunities is possible when we work together. This spirit of cooperation has laid the groundwork for the Emberclear natural gas power plant project. The business community, the public, the county, and the city understand it is important to listen and speak with one voice to address the needs for future economic growth through the Land of Lincoln Economic Development Council. In today's ever-changing economy, the boundaries for opportunity are endless. That is why Springfield is forging partnerships beyond our city borders, like with Decatur's Inland Port, which provides enhanced shipping services to help our businesses. Just like the economy is ever-changing, the state of our city is transformational. I believe no other capital city could have weathered the storm of 2 years without a state budget better than Springfield. In true Springfield fashion, we sometimes focus on the negatives. We all have heard the negative side: uncertainty, no job growth, businesses closing, sales tax revenues decreasing, and budget deficits. However, the economic heartbeat of any community is new commercial development. In 2014, Springfield had commercial construction permits with a cumulative valuation of $19,710,000. In 2015, thanks to the medical community, the total valuation increased to $81,975,105. In 2016, Springfield stayed ahead above the 2014 numbers with new commercial construction permits totaling $20,229,530. Last year, we increased again the new commercial construction permits totaling $32,077,391 thanks to our business community. When you add in residential construction over a 3-year period, Springfield had more than 8,000 permits issued with a valuation of nearly $500 million in building construction. Drive around Springfield and see the transformation for yourself. To mention some of the activity, the LRS campus on West Monroe. They could go anywhere in the world. They stayed here, and we thank them. Travel to the roundabout at Isles and Archer Elevator Road. Along with Archer Elevator Road, other West Side 2-lane roads will be upgraded within the next year to keep up with the continuing West Side growth. On Toronto Road, a Route 66 tourist destination and motorheads will open soon. UIS is a more complete campus with the state-of-the-art student union, and we thank Chancellor Cook for her leadership. After more than a quarter of a century in planning, the 11th Street extension will open this summer. After 20 years in the making, the Stanford Avenue extension is open, becoming the second east-west connection of Dirksen Parkway to Veterans Parkway. Visit the city's new and only luxury seating theater in the Capital City Shopping Center. See the continuation of the rail project with the construction of the Ash Street underpass. Stroll through downtown and enjoy the enhancements through the efforts of DSI and experience new shops, restaurants, microbreweries, and the Kidzeum opening this summer. Thanks to the downtown TIF being extended for a historic second time through the state legislature, as was mentioned, the Jackson Street improvements, the Bicentennial Plaza, the Spur Chamber commercial and housing project were all made possible, along with future potentials projects like the YMCA relocation, which will be a game changer for the medical district, Enos Park, and downtown. The nearly $50 million HSHS 9th Street project expands our medical district regional prominence and enhances the 10th Street corridor improvements. In this August, the SMTD buses will move off Capitol Avenue to the future location of the Intermodal Hub on 9th Street. The Springfield Art Association Center and Artists in Residency program is creating an artist mecca, and the 5th Street Renaissance is capitalizing on a portion of Benedictine's housing to provide housing for the veterans. These are only some of the projects that are transforming Springfield in all quadrants of our great city, exemplifying why 2018 is the year of optimism. However, we cannot sit back and rest on our efforts of the past or the great legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Change can sometimes make us uncomfortable, but we have the obligation to raise the bar higher, especially during an election year. And Hanson's out early with their campaign buttons. I like it. 2025 for the rail. That's everybody's goal, and that will transform Springfield. Especially during the election year, we must stay above the fray and continue to push forward efforts that transform Springfield for the better. In short, do what is best for Springfield. We are the home of Abraham Lincoln. That is why we established a visitor center in the Lincoln Herndon Law Office, which will reopen the historic site that has been shuttered for years. Having the Springfield's Visitor Center on the Old State Capitol Plaza will enhance this visitor's experience through directional convenience. We are more than Lincoln. That is why we have hired a local marketing agency to promote Springfield's experiences in a unique and fun way across the region and our country. We need to build on Springfield's strength and reach out to untapped markets. That is why we are establishing the Springfield Convention and Visitors Bureau Advisory Council to include our partners in convention and tourism to maximize our combined efforts to attract conventions and tourism for Springfield. We need to be self-sufficient. That is why we are pursuing a secondary water supply and developing an integrated resource plan for CWLP to exercise the proper fiduciary responsibility and achieve a renewable and reliable balance of electric generation for Springfield's future. We need to have a cohesive strategy for our future. That is why we established the 2037 Comprehensive Plan and are revising the Developer's Impact Fee Agreement. So future road developments will happen sooner rather than later. We need to have a qualified workforce. That is why the city, county, and Hanson engineers partnered for the Grow Our Own program that started under Mayor Mike Houston. We continue that effort. However, we need to continually broaden the awareness so our young people know about the private and public sector job opportunities that are available here in their own backyard. We need to support startup businesses. That is why we are a key financial partner in Innovate Springfield, thanks to the City Council for that 3-year agreement, and are assisting with the establishing a media center with the long-term intent of growing UIS's presence downtown. We need to support business development. That is why we are forging ahead with new technology like CityWorks to ease the permitting process and instituting adaptive reuse initiatives for business development. We need to redevelop the inner core. That is why we are extending and expounding TIF boundaries to help fund housing and business opportunities in all our community. Abraham Lincoln is attributed saying, "You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today." Springfield is Abraham Lincoln. That is why we should not be satisfied with just being comfortable, but should continue to raise the bar higher. We need to continually work together and challenge ourselves to look at our community as a whole, nurture and build on our strengths, learn from our history, and do what is best for Springfield. In closing, I am going to reiterate the words that are as true today as they were last year and the year before. Springfield is a great community, but we can make it greater. Springfield's better days are ahead because Springfield has the capital that many communities lack. No, I'm not talking about the state capital or the financial capital. I am talking about the human capital. We may not always agree, but our passion and desire to do what is best for Springfield will guide us to new heights. By continually doing self-critiques, challenging ourselves, and working together to maximize resources to address needs, we can make Springfield the model city for others to follow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Langfelder. We just want to take a moment and say thanks again to our sponsors, CREN and the Capital Area Realtors for being the presenting sponsor, Comcast as our premier sponsor, and our partner sponsors, Hanson Professional Services, Hickory Point Bank, Memorial Health System, and Arthur J. Gallagher and Company, and to all the table sponsors that are listed in the program today. And thanks to each of you for joining us. Have a great day.